And if he misbehaves, it's not me.
Good afternoon. And welcome to the Sox Center Civic Arena. Thank you for attending today's contest between the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Northern Lakes Lightning, and the home team on the scoreboard, the Prairie Centre North Stars. Your attendance and support for these athletes are truly appreciated. We ask that everyone exhibit qualities of good sportsmanship throughout today's game. Let's cheer for great plays, respect the calls of our officials, and encourage all players to give their best effort on the ice. Now let's play hockey!
They did some announcements, but I think we are still short our ref, so we'll be with you in a moment. We'll continue watching some warm-ups until that ref comes, and we'll see what happens then. Again, if you're tuning in, we do have a delayed start waiting for one additional referee. So bear with us as we are awaiting one additional ref. refs are motioning, ending the warm-ups. Unsure if he saw the other ref coming in or if we'll start with one ref only. Bear with us. All right, good afternoon, hockey fans. We're sitting down in Sox Center, I believe. Where are we? Prairie Centre. Playing against Prairie Centre anyway. Short a ref as we're going to start. The ref is running a little bit late, so we're going to run with one ref, and we're going to see what happens here. 5-on-5 hockey to start, 15 minutes on the board. First period, here we go. Carr's on the first drop with Daly and Horton on the wings. Looks like Christensen and Kilmer back on defense. Prairie Centre puts one up, just while to keep some pressure. Prairie Centre pushing it back to the blue line. They're going to push one up behind the net. Daly first to get to it. Good stick on from number 21, Prairie Centre. He's going to maintain control, going out front, and he will put one up above Peterson for the first goal on the board at 14. Change of lines all around. Kess, Butcher, Maroney as their forwards. Ani and Evanson on defense. Again, Lightning down 0-1, 14:38. Evanson just fanning on the pass. Prairie Centre getting pressure, and he's going to steal the puck. He's going to have a breakaway option. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. A cold rink and an echoey rink here today. We'll battle after the face-off. Lightning trying to push up the boards. Unsure where it's at. Nobody really went for it, but Prairie Centre is going to put a stick on it, push it back in the corner. Ani's going to be first to pick it up. Trying to push it up. Prairie Centre gets a good stick on it. Kess is going to pick it up in the corner. Now he's going to round the boards. Looking for Evanson or Horton. Prairie Centre pushes it up. Kess sees it. Prairie Centre taking control. They're going to skate around the net. Trying to confuse Peterson. A lot of traffic out front. Kess is going to see it. He's going to take it out of the zone. He's got two defensive men in front of him. Two Prairie Centre hot on his heels. Not much support from Lightning. And we do have some frosty boards here, so we're going to be visually impaired a little bit on the side. Looks like Prairie Centre is going to pass it out. Cooper comes right out of the bench and takes possession. Prairie Centre trying to dump it in. Good stick on it from Dauber. He pushes it up to Carr. Carr just gets it off his stick. Prairie Centre knocks it up. Runs in some collision with Kilmer. We're still down with one ref. Dauber picks it up back in the corner. He's trying to fling it out and gets it past the defensive men. Carr's going to come in. He's got one coming up on side. He takes a shot. Saved by the Tendy for Prairie Centre. Good effort by Carr there, but that Tendy had it locked in. And we'll see a stick side drop. Again, a little frosty boards here. Prairie Centre taking it behind their own net. Evanson trying to get some pressure, but they're able to push it up along the boards, hit their man. Carr keeping some pressure. Prairie Centre passes it up to their man on the blue line. They're going to have to clear it out as an offsides could have been potential. Evanson pushes over to Christensen. Christensen trying to get it clear and does get so to Evanson. Evanson 65. Cooper trying to battle it out with a couple Prairie Centers. Gets a missed pass. Gearhart trying to pick it up, battling out with Prairie Centre. They're going to pick it up, pass it out to their blue line. Ani comes out. Evanson, they're going to take a shot. It hits off the deflection of Ani, gets into the corner. Prairie Centre pushes it back to their blue line. They're going to push it up into the corner, gets past Evanson. Ani's trying to get to it, gets a stick on it, pushes it over, but Prairie Centre is going to be the first to grab it. Kess trying to keep some pressure, but they pass it up. Prairie Centre is in the middle of the circle, looking to wind up. They push it back to the blue line. Evanson's giving some pressure, hits off his stick, doesn't make it quite into the net as Kess gets a stick on it, takes a shot, goes wide. Gearhart battling out. Prairie Centre picking it up along the blue lines. They're going to walk up with it, top circle, moving in. Good stick maneuver by Evanson, knocks him off the play. Kess trying to fling it to the boards, but Prairie Centre still picking it up. Little battle along the boards. Blue line's going to have it. They're pushing it from side to side. Misses their pass, but he takes the bounce, takes a shot, looking for a good tip. Just goes wide. Coach is asking for a clear, but Prairie Centre keeping the battle going. Gearhart flings it out. They get a clear. Evanson trying to get a stick on it, but number 10 from Prairie Centre picks it up. They're going to toss it up. Prairie Centre looking for a line change along with Lightning. Lightning passes up to Kess, just bounces off his stick, and Prairie Centre, where is it? Moving along the boards. Butcher's going to keep some pressure. They're going to bring her on the boards. Maroney's going to find it along with Prairie Centre. Good stick maneuver. Maroney pushes it up towards the goalie. Tendy pushes it away into the corner. Prairie Centre first to pick it up. Maroney blocked it from getting out, but Prairie Centre's going to find it, and they're going to be coming up one-on-one, and they got company. Dauber trying to keep some pressure. They take a shot, and I didn't see it. Did it stay in front of Peterson? It did stay in front of Peterson. Prairie Centre looking for a tip and got the piece of it, but Peterson able to get in front of it. Again, we are shorthanded one ref, but we started without him as we're waiting for his arrival from a previous game. Horton's taking the drop. Prairie Centre wins it, pushes it back to the blue line. They're pushing it from side to side. Daly keeping some good pressure, unable to get that shot off. Prairie Centre turns it over to Daly. Daly's trying to skate out with it, able to do so. Horton picks it up, and good stick from Prairie Centre. They're going to push it up, but Kilmer's sitting in back, tosses it up to Host, just bounces off Host's stick, and Prairie Centre gets a stick on it. They're going to battle it out within the neutral zone. Kilmer sees an option. He's going to go in with it, trying the stick maneuver. Good stick from Prairie Centre, knocks him off the puck. And Prairie Centre trying to find along the boards, but they leave it behind. Horton picking up for Kilmer as he was up on the line. And Horton pushed it up to Daly. Daly's got two in front of him. He takes a shot. Saved by the Tendy. A little foggy glass, and it ended up going in front of him. He covered it up and pushed it off to the side. Prairie Centre dumps it in deep. Dauber's going to be first to get to it. Over in the corner, Prairie Centre picking it up. Good pressure being kept from Christensen. Horton's going to try to find it, kicking the skate out. Daly picks it up from that battle. He's scooting in. He's got two defensive men. He's going to be pushed off to the side properly, and he's going to dump it in. Carr's going to try to pick it up behind the net, but Prairie Centre gets a good stick on it. They're trying to clear it. Good stick from Christensen, but bouncing puck. And we're going to have to take up before we go off, and that will be an offsides as Bindo is just on the other side of the blue line. And we'll see just outside the offensive zone drop right at 9 minutes. Lightning still down 0-1. Carr finds his way, picks it up from the drop. Good pressure, gets the puck knocked off of Carr, but Binda there to help support. He knocks it back in the Carr. Carr's trying to stick maneuver around, trying to push one up, hits off of a Prairie Centre. Carr's still trying to stick with it out front. Unable to get anything with it. Evanson's trying to push up on it, but good stick maneuver around by Prairie Centre. They're going to try skating out with it. It's right along the blue line. Prairie Centre trying to dump it in. Lightning get a quick line change. Maroney picks it up. He's going to push it over to Evanson. Ref says it's a tip. No icing going to be called. Evanson's going to try battling it up. Maroney battling it. Prairie Centre looks like they got possession. No, Kess came in. He tries stripping her away from Prairie Centre. Little stick battle right around the circle. And Prairie Centre is going to take the victory on that one. Prairie Centre coming in one-on-one with Ani. They blow by Ani. They're going to take a shot, and they will put another one up. And in top corner of Peterson at 8:02. Prairie Centre going to be picking up this second point of the game, 0-2. Shots on goal being recorded on the scoreboard, but I'm not going to put much faith in that at this point, but it may be accurate. Hey, look at that. Second ref showed up, just noticing that. So we got refs all around. Prairie Centre battling it out, and they hit their man neutral ice. They're skating in with it. Get past Kilmer. They're going to take a hard shot. Bouncing puck gets cleared by Dauber. And good clear as gets through Prairie Centre. They're going to have to try to take it up. Carr's going to try to keep some pressure. They pass it up. Just a bouncing puck. Carr's going to pick it up. Get out maneuver. He's got Butcher out front. Daly on behind him, but Prairie Centre gets a good stick and knocks it loose. Kilmer trying to push his man off into the boards. Knocks the puck loose. Daly's going to pick it. Tries to get it clear, but good Prairie Centre body gets in front of it, keeping it in. But now it's going to be cleared. Prairie Centre already in the neutral zone. They're going to take back up in the defensive zone as Lightning gets some feet underneath them as they change out the lines. Prairie Centre dumps it in right along the red line. Dauber going to put a stick on it. And Horton's going to pick it up in the corner. Good stick from Prairie Centre. Strips Horton away. Gerhardt pushing up the Horton, and Horton takes out the ref right at the blue line. Good stick from Dauber, pushes it up, and it goes high in the sky. Prairie Centre drops it down. Dauber's going to come in. He's going to try pushing it up. I didn't see where it was. Middle circle. Prairie Centre picking it up. Prairie Centre getting past Hogue. Good stick on from Christensen. Knocks it over in the corner. Prairie Centre's going to try to get it centered. Just a loose puck. I don't think Peterson had eyes on it as it was hanging right in the blue paint right at the line. Prairie Centre tries to get it one up. They're going to have to take up. And they dumped one in just a little too soon as number 4 from Prairie Centre unable to clear the zone. And they're going to call for a center ice drop with that. 6:20. Lightning down 0-2. Very easily could have been a 3-point lead. Was that last puck hanging out right along the lines, and a good clear from the Lightning prevented that from going in. Lightning pass it back to Evanson. Maroney's going to pick it up. He dumps it up towards the tendy. Going to bounce behind the net. Prairie Centre looks like they're first going to get into their, hits a backhand. They try reaching out. Evanson gets past Evanson. Lonnie's going to have to keep some pressure. They're going to take a shot. Peterson got it zoned in and takes the shot and saves it. Taking a drop, glove side of Peterson. Lightning push it back to Evanson. He's taking it behind the net, pushing it up. Just gets underneath Butcher's legs right in the hands of Prairie Centre. They have to dump it in behind the net as well. Prairie Centre being first to get to it. Loose puck hanging out. They take a shot. Peterson's got it in front of them. Saved. Gets it cleared. Daly picking it up. He's going to have one-on-one, a few of them behind him. Got Bennett with them, but just bounces off the sticks and over to Prairie Centre. Carr comes in right at the line. He picks it up, but he runs into 2 or 3 Prairie Centre. He's trying to maneuver and call the Prairie Centre off in front of the goal. And he's throwing one out front and just gets intercepted by Prairie Centre. Daly's going to try to keep catching up to him. Good pressure being kept from Kilmer. Tries to knock him off the side. Daly keeping some good pressure. Shot just goes wide. Prairie Centre's going to push it back to the blue line. They're walking up. Nobody trying to stop him from taking a shot. Shot goes wide. Kilmer trying to get to it. Battling out with Prairie Centre. Puck out and center in the slot. Do we get a clear? Daly gets a good stick on it. Gets it clear. Gets it past Prairie Centre. And Prairie Centre's going to pick it up. Oh, boo. One calling it good, one calling it bad. They're going to blow the whistle, and that's going to be an offsides. Looked like it touched a little too much white and beyond the blue line, so I'd say it's probably an accurate call. 440, we're taking a drop right outside the offensive zone. Horton is. Horton's got Host and Maroney with the sides. Prairie Center's going to push it up. They're going to pick it up right around the red line. They're walking in. They got to contend with Christensen and Hogue, and they dump it in. Trying to center it up. Prairie Center sees it. Maroney losing it underneath his legs. Prairie Center trying to get a backhand. Just goes wide of the net. Loose change out front. Maroney picks it up. He's looking for who he can pass it out to. And Prairie Center gets a good, I think it hit off the helmet maybe. Loose puck out front, and that will be put in again. And Prairie Center is going to be up 0-3 at 4:11 into the first. Prairie Center pushing it back. Butcher trying to get a stick down, but puck gets past him. Prairie Center first pick it up back in the corner. They're going to throw one out. It looked like it almost touched the blue paint out front center, but Lightning's going to pick it up. Skating through the neutral zone. Butcher's going to try dumping it in, but he leaves it behind, and as Evanson sees it, he had a man on the other side, and that's going to be a offsides on the Lightning. Prairie Center winning that face-off, push it back to their D, push it back to the other side, but as they're trying to dump it in, Ani gets a good stick on it. A little neutral ice back and forth. Kess is finding it right around the red line, and Prairie Center is going to be able to come in with it, pushes it past Ani. Evanson's trying to get a stick on it, does so, but left behind, nobody picks up, but Prairie Center pushes it up. Prairie Center putting it back. Just fans on the shot. Evanson's trying to race off to it, picks it up first. Evanson throws it around the boards. Kess is going to be first to pick it up. Kess trying to push it also behind the net. And Prairie Center is going to pick it up. Again, a little foggy glass on that side. Or I shouldn't say foggy. It's iced over. She's a cold rink. Good pressure being kept by Kilmer, but a shot still goes up. Not sure what it hit, but did not go in. Sitting in the corner. Battle. Good centering option. Kess trying to get to it. He's going to find it. Looking for feet underneath him. He's going to dump it in and elect to change out his feet. Prairie Center trying to get it up to the neutral zone. Kilmer puts a good stick on it. And it's dumped still into the corner. Kilmer's going to ring the boards. He's got Gearhart on that side. Gearhart tries to get a stick on it. Good deflection by Gearhart. He's battling it out. And Prairie Center is still dumping it in. Dauber tries to get it clear, but puts it right over to Prairie Center. Takes a shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Gets pushed away by the Lightning, but Prairie Center still maintaining control. Shot coming in from the blue line, gets a redirect. Peterson gets a pad on it, pushes it out to the corner. Kilmer runs into his man right in the corner. Good sauce up in the air, and in the corner, Dauber's going to try picking up, trying to get a backhand to clear it. Gets it over to Gearhart. Just there it is. Kilmer's going to pick it up. Kilmer's going to get a good stick, and he's going to try throwing one up. And that's going to be an icing call on Prairie Center. It looked like Kilmer got a little traffic as he was entering the blue line. One for the playback. At a minute 24 of the first period, Lightning are still down 0-3. Prairie Center looks like they got possession. Maroney or Carr battling it out. Might be Maroney. It is Maroney. He's going to try to get into it in the corner. He picks it up, tries to throw it out center, but a good stick from Prairie Center prevents it from getting there. Prairie Center going to pick it along the boards. Butcher keeping some pressure. Prairie Center almost getting a clear. Horton tries to throw it on net. Good stick from Prairie Center, knocks it back. Horton throws it up in the air. It's going to land behind the net. Prairie Center first picking up. They're trying to ring the boards. Hits their player. Maroney trying to get some pressure. Bounce off a Horton stick and into the hands of Prairie Centre. Number 18, he's going to throw one, just goes wide of the net. Prairie Centre first picks it up. They're going to see another shot, just goes wide. Maroney sees an opportunity for Horton. Horton's going to have to try pushing over one. Oh, just a little offsides on Butcher or Horton. One of them had it, one of them offsides, and we'll take another offensive zone drop right outside the offensive zone drop. .27 seconds remain in the first period. Prairie Centre maintains control off the faceoff. They blow through a few Lightning players, get past Evanston. They take a shot, saved by Peterson. .18 seconds remain. A little battle, stuck puck. Prairie Centre is going to find it, and good clear by Ani. Gets a clear. That's going to force Prairie Centre to tag up with 15 seconds remaining. They do so. They're going to find a way to throw it up into the corner. Evanston's going to be first to get to it from the Lightning. But good stick from Prairie Centre, knocks it up loose. Kestic battling it out. Evanston's going to battle it out. Somebody's going to be the victor out of this. And shot goes through the crease, and that's going to be the end of the first period. So shots on goal, if we're going to take that, 9 shots on goal for Prairie Centre, 2 shots on goal only right now for the Northern Lakes Lightning. Score being 0-3, Lightning in the deficit. This intermission brought to you by Lakes Tile. Lightning hitting the road today, first here down against Prairie Centre. And on the way home, we're going to make a pit stop and face off with Wadena Yellow. Wadena Yellow was one of our drawn teams that we will play on districts next weekend, Valentine's Day weekend. I believe the schedule as of now, Friday will be against Moorhead at 2:45. Saturday, an 8 a.m. game. And Saturday night, 7 p.m. game. Check Facebook for further details on who we're playing and what time, as we have heard the schedule could potentially change as Park Rapids may be hosting a high school hockey playoff game, which may alter our schedule briefly. All right, 15 minutes back on the board. Second period, 0-3. Maroney knocks it through a couple Prairie Centre sticks, but they're going to get a good stick, and Maroney's going to fling it up to the opposite corner. Butcher trying to get there first, but good Prairie Centre stick, and just gets knocked off with Dauber. Skate gets past Kilmer, takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Loose change out front, and Kilmer's going to catch up to it. He pushed it up to Maroney. Maroney's getting it past Prairie Centre, but good stick on from him. They try to get it clear. Neutral zone discussion. They're going to push it up. That might be just an icing on Prairie Centre as they were just beyond the red line. Red line to red line. We'll bring it back in for an offensive zone drop. Looks like stick side of the Tendy. Carr, Butcher, and Daly out as your forwards. Prairie Centre is going to win it. They're going to take it back. Good stick from Daly, knocks it loose, but Prairie Centre just going to pick it up. They're skate out of the zone through the neutral zone, trying to keep some pressure from Christensen and Horton. They're going to throw one out through the front of the net. Nobody there. One takes out Daly as he's sliding in, but Carr's going to find it. Good pressure being kept from Prairie Centre. Carr's got Horton with him, and 2 left, gets one through. He's going to take a shot. Good pad save by the 10. He pushed it off to the corner. Carr's still trying to get to it, battling out. Good battle along the boards. Prairie Centre getting through. They're getting stuck up with it. Ho gets a stick on it, prevents them from going further with it. Good line changes, just an offsides. Daly's going to take a shot, takes a shot, goes wide. Hard shot as it ricochets off that glass. Horton skated in with it. He picks it up along the boards. He's approaching it, takes a shot, hits the back of the net. Trying to throw one again, throws it right up on the shoulder pad of the attendee. Gets over to the corner. Another one right through the crease from Kess. On the other side, good stick from Horton, knocks it from Prairie Centre, but they're going to find it again, skating out with the zone. Skating through the neutral zone. Christensen gets a good skate on it, knocks it loose. Must be, there it is. Maroney's going to find it along the boards. He's got one, he's going to throw it over. Oh, just misinterpreted the pass with Kess right alongside of him. Prairie Centre picked it up, skating out with it. Got one more to go. They get past him. Oh, they're going to call that as a tripping. Delayed penalty going to be coming from the Lightning, and now we're going to throw on, and that's going to be a penalty for the Lightning as a tripping. One for the playback for the goalie cam at 12:37 as Lightning takes the first penalty of the game. This is going to put us on a Buster's Masonry Power. Emily Santagravel penalty kill. Heavy defense expected at this point. 12:37 in the second. Down 0-3.
Penalty on Northern Lakes, number 21, Raymond Horton, a minute and a half forward strip.
Minute 50 is put on the board. We're not going to have a delay. We're going to keep playing, I guess. No clock. Saved by Peterson. Now minute 30 goes on the board and the clock continues. Prairie Centre taking a shot. Saved by Peterson. The first go around. It goes around the side. Prairie Centre picking it up along the side. They're throwing one out. Misses their centering pass. Gets back to the blue line. Pressure trying to be given. Looking for a one-timer out to the top circle. Just fans on the shot. Looks like Carr's going to try picking it up underneath his skates. And Prairie Centre taking the victory of it. Not much traffic out front for the Lightning, but misinterpreted pass from Prairie Centre. Carr's going to pick it up. He's got one-on-one opportunity. Tries to throw it through the skate. Good defenseman goes on. Skates get on it, and they're coming in with it. Good pressure being kept by Kilmer, but Prairie Centre still getting a potential for shot. No, Carr blocks it. Centering option for the Prairie Centre, and good sticks from the Lightning. 38 seconds remain of the kill. Looking for a centering option or tip there, and just gets off. Dauber trying to clear it, but a good stick from Prairie Centre. They're going to push it up. Back to the blue line. No traffic out front. Pad saved by Peterson. Goes off from the corner. Trying to get a clear. And there's at least a clear. So Prairie Centre's going to have to tag up. Killing some time on the penalty. 15 seconds remain of that kill. Prairie Centre's going to dump it in. Kimmer looks like he's losing some legs. Prairie Centre trying to put one up. They're still going to see it. 4 seconds remaining. Kilmer's going to pick it up.
Northern Lakes,
Daly coming right off the bench, but Prairie Centre intercepts the pass right along the blue line. Back and forth game right along the blue lines, right on the boards. Prairie Centre's going to hit their man right neutral ice. Kilmer's looking to swap out his legs, but Prairie Centre's going to walk in. And I think Peterson laid down on it. That's a save by Peterson at 10:43, preventing one more from going in. One of the top 3 Calder rinks that I've been in down here with Prairie Centre. Up along with the Freiburger, up in Duluth, and Long Prairie. Maroney flipped it up. He threw it right on net, so no icing as Tendy's going to push it away. Kess gets a stick on it, bounces off to Maroney's stick. Good Prairie Centre. Maroney tries to take a shot, but hit the back of Kess. And Prairie Centre's going to clear. I think it's going to die down. Prairie Centre's off to the races. Evanson's off to the races. He slaps one away, but Prairie Centre is still in the zone. Kess trying to keep some pressure. They're trying to round up the boards, but I think they hit one of their own. And gets a clear. Prairie Centre's going to have to tag up as it exited. Daly's trying to keep some pressure. Gets a stick on it. Sends the puck up, but Prairie Centre first to pick it up. Maroney forces the hand, tries to knock it off Prairie Centre. And Prairie Centre passes it up to the blue line. Ani tries to get a stick on it, ties up his man. Prairie Centre trying to figure out whose puck is it. Good stick knocked away by Horton. And Kess is going to pick it up. Kess trying to maneuver around, but a good stick or skates from Prairie Centre. Kess is picking it up, trying to sneak one around. Gets off the tendy, pushed back to the blue line. Kilmer's going to pick it up. Kilmer tries to take a shot, deflects off Prairie Centre, gets out to the corner, and they're first to pick it up. Good stick from Horton, prevents a good pass, and they're going to again pass it up. Just gets past the blue line. Ani's going to pick it up, but a good stick right at neutral ice, and Prairie Centre is going to knock Ani off of it. They're going to ring the boards. Prairie Centre looking to swap out some legs as Lightning passes it out, gets it out of the zone, gets Daly. Good stick on from Prairie Centre, knocks Daly off of it, and turned over to Prairie Centre. They're skating around, passing it up, just gets off their man. Ani gets a stick on it, prevents it from going into the zone, but at the neutral zone, forced over to Prairie Centre. They're going to take a shot, and Peterson's going to glove it and ask for a stoppage of play at 8:31. Puck drop. Trying to get it clear from Evanson. Just gets back to the blue line. Prairie Centre picks it up, tries to get it up, but Carr intercepts it. Good stick from Prairie Centre. A little battle right around the blue line. Prairie Centre trying to maintain control. Gets another clear from, that's going to be an offsides as Prairie Centre dumps it in just a little too quick as they're still trying to clear the zone. Bouncing puck, they're going to dump it in. Prairie Centre dumps it in. They're going to be first to get to it behind the net. They're trying to ring the boards. Pressure being given by the Lightning. And pushed up the Carr from Butcher. Just got the stick of Carr. Prairie Centre finds it, pushes it up, one-on-one here with Dauber coming up, trying to push him off the puck, but they're going to be seeing a centering option. Pad save, looks like, by Peterson, pushes it off behind the net. Prairie Centre still maintaining control. They take a shot, hits off of Peterson, and the cleanup action taken by Prairie Centre will put number 4 on the board at 7:35 remaining in the second period. Maroney wins the faceoff, pushes it back to Kilmer. He's going to throw it back up to Maroney. Maroney's going to throw one up. Just hits behind the net. Prairie Centre is going to be first to get to it. Maroney trying to keep some pressure. Prairie Centre passes it over, hits their man. They're going to pass it back up. Kilmer comes up, knocks Prairie Centre off of it. He tries to backhand up, one up to the center, but hits off a skate from Prairie Centre. Prairie Centre finds it, skating out with it. Pressure trying to be given from Maroney. Prairie Centre takes a shot, goes wide. Prairie Centre first to get to it. Takes a hard shot. Good stick on from, I don't know if that hit maybe a host first, but Daly picked it up. Daly throws it up. Prairie Centre giving up a little bit, so they're going to throw off icing on the Lightning. Prairie Centre coming up. Gets past one. Going to ring around. They're trying to push one in, and they will put one in. Looked like it might have hit the skate. Not sure if Peterson was looking to drop down or didn't think the shot was going to go off in time. And that will be number 5 at 6:25 of the second period.
Goal! Prairie Centre North Star scored by number 9, Luke Rangers. Unassisted.
I was bugging her.
A little neutral ice discussion. Kess is going to find it right along the blue line. He's trying to battle through, gets it through. Coming in, good stick from Prairie Centre, knocks him off. A little discussion, Horton finds it. He's going to take a shot, just goes high and above the net. Prairie Centre trying to find it. Gearhart keeping the battle. Prairie Centre is going to knock it around behind the net. Horton's going to try getting to it, gets a good stick on it. Kess finds it. Horton's going to find it again, takes a shot, just goes wide. Back to the blue line. Ani trying to keep it in. Loose puck right along the blue line. Gearhart, Ani, Kess. It's somewhere. There it is. That might be an offsides as got past the blue line and Ani pushed it back in. Evanson battling it out with some Prairie Centre. Somewhere. Gets underneath some skates. Butcher's going to find it. He's got to toss it away as Prairie Centre keeping some pressure. Prairie Centre picks it up neutral ice. They're skating by 1, skating by 2. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Trying to get it clear. Hits off some skates. Christensen's again trying to clear it up. Back and forth game. Where is it? Prairie Centre still got control. Christensen tries to get it clear. Coming up on goal. Kilmer finds it amongst some skates. Trying to pass up to Evanson. Just hits the back of the skate. Takes a backwards bounce. Kilmer finds it. Tosses it over the Carr. Carr's going to try skating up with it. He runs into one player but pushes it past one. Good stick by Prairie Centre, knocks him off, back to Kilmer. Kilmer tries to take a shot. Good shin pad off of Prairie Centre, deflects it out to the corner. Prairie Centre picks it up. They've got a breakaway opportunity. It's Prairie Centre versus Peterson. Takes a shot, top shelf, puts one in for number 6 at 4:19.
Goal! Prairie Centre North Star scored by number 3, Wrigley Bruggeman, and assisted by number 2, Jaden Ludvigson.
Trying to find their way, trying to push it up to the blue line, but defensive men from Prairie Centre keeps it from going in. Daly battling it through, but Prairie Centre is going to take possession. They're skating around. Kess keeping some good pressure, but they quickly put the stops and redirect. Trying to push it out. Daly gets a good skate stick on it, but it's a battle. Trying to find it. Prairie Centre passes it up. Again, one-on-one. Blows by Ani. They're going to take a shot, and they will put number 7 in at 3:47.
Goal! Prairie Centre North Star scored by number 17, Tyson Kleinschmidt, assisted by number 19, Callaway Diedrich.
Prairie Centre maintain control, but just loses it right in the neutral zone. Binda puts a good stick on it, trying to throw it up. Prairie Centre picks it up. They're skating through the neutral zone. Goes by a couple Lightning players. Horton's going to keep some pressure, preventing that shot from getting off. Foggy corner, and looks like Binda's going to skate up with it. Binda pushing it through, set of legs. It's going to end up behind the net. Prairie Centre first to pick it up. Butcher keeps some pressure, gets a shin pad on it, leaves it behind. Prairie Centre rounding the boards. Christensen trying to step up, gets a stick on it before Prairie Centre does. Butcher runs into his player. Dauber trying to knock the puck loose. Prairie Centre still maintaining control. Lightning gets a stick on it, but Prairie Centre picks it right up at the blue line of the Lightning. Christensen coming up, tries to throw one up, but hits some skates or stick over to the side. Christensen trying, they find it. Tied up, waiting for Christensen to get there, and does. As Lightning tried dumping it in. Prairie Centre maintaining control. Lightning getting a line change. Prairie Centre passes it up right along the neutral zone. Carr knocks the puck off. Carr skating by one. Gonna come up, takes a shot. Carr will put the first up for the Lightning at 2:19 into the second period. Lightning will be trailing with a 6-point deficit, as it is 1-7 at 2:19 in the second.
Lightning scored by number 16, Brady Carr.
Carr picking it up again at the neutral zone. He's coming in, takes a backhand shot, hits off a pad. Daly trying to find it, gets a stick on it. He's going to skate around, tries to throw it out front, and covered in the paint. And that is a great save by Tendy for Prairie Centre. We'll see a glove side drop. Prairie Centre. Carr wins the battle, pushes it over, but Prairie Centre picking it up first. Ani's going to pick it up, tries to pass it over to Kilmer. Bounces off his stick. Little misinterpretation. Peterson puts a pad down, gets cleaned up, and pushed over to the boards. Prairie Centre just fans on the opportunity to take a shot. Kilmer's going to pick it up. He pushes it up just on the other side of Kess. Kess trying to find it, but Kilmer picks it up in the neutral zone. He's going to take a shot, stick save, and push it over to the corner for Prairie Centre to pick it up. Kess battling it through, looking for anybody up front, takes a shot, glove save by the Tendy. Kess taking the drop, Maroney back in the corner. Prairie Centre wins it though. They're going to skate around. Pressure being given by Butcher, trying to ring the boards. Just gets on the other side of the blue line. And Prairie Centre is going to find a way to push it up. Prairie Centre first to get to it. They take a shot. Saved by Peterson. Minute 9 remaining in the second period. Puck finds its way over to Maroney, but just bounces off his stick far enough that gets a clear. Prairie Centre's going to have to clear it out. Good skate on by Dauber as he kept some pressure. Prairie Centre's finding it, and they push it up. Trying to get it cleared. Maroney finds it, gets a stick off of it. He's going to have to pick it up. He's got 3 right on the heels. He's going to take a shot. Glove save by the Tendy. Puck finding its way. It's stuck underneath some Prairie Centre sticks and skates. Finds its way to the corner. Trying to maintain control from Horton. Lightning is going to be first to pick it up behind the net, but Prairie Centre keeping some pressure. And looks like we're trying to get it out to the blue line. Kilmer gets a stick on it. Keeping it in. But Prairie Centre maintaining control. They're going to pass it out from the side. Bouncing puck. Evanson's keeping some pressure. He's got Gearhout in front, but just gets off the stick of Evanston a little too far. Prairie Centre knocks it over, and that's going to be the end of the second period. 1-7.
That ends our second period between the Prairie Centre North Stars with 7 and the Northern Lakes Lightning with 1.
It does not look like we're going to jam the ice, so we're going to continue playing. One more period. All right, refs are on the ice, players are on the ice, attendees between the posts, 15 minutes on the board. Here we go, third period. Lightning down 1-7. Carr's gonna find it neutral ice. Smart move by Horton as Carr was on the other side of the blue line, waiting for Carr to get off sides and dumps it in. Prairie Centre first picks it up, passing it up. Dauber gets a good stick on it, but bounces off his, and Prairie Centre is going to enter one just a little too soon as they will blow an offsides. At the moment, not running time, but there is a 6-point lead. We'll get as much, nope, it runs again. Box was corrected, as I said something apparently. Prairie Centre finds it neutral ice, passes it up, hits their man on the blue line. Some pressure being given. It looks like it hit the crossbar and bounced out. Butcher keeping some pressure along the boards. Gets knocked loose. Christensen's going to try picking it up. Hits some skates off of Prairie Centre. Dauber finds it, tries to get it cleared, but just fans on the opportunity to get it too clear. Prairie Centre going to take a shot, tips it up, goes too high above the net. Dauber trying to get to it. Good clear by Maroney. Puts it right on pads of the contender, so no icing. Butcher's off to the races trying to get to it, but Prairie Centre's there first. Prairie Centre passes it up, gets past Kilmer. He's got Christensen in front, outmaneuvers him, takes a shot, hits the side post. Prairie Centre keeping some good pressure. Dauber finds it, tries to get it cleared. Prairie Centre doing a good job at keeping it right in on the side. Blocker saved by Peterson, pushes it off to the corner. Maroney trying to push it up the Carr, hits his man. Carr trying to push it through the legs of Prairie Centre, but he's been denied that a few times tonight. Good battle right along the blue line. Prairie Centre passes it, takes a hard shot, pad save, drop down on Prairie Centre. .12:33 remaining in the third. Looking for a Clearing of the ice of an extra for the Lightning. Daly coming out, trying to pick it up, does do so. Skating through the neutral zone, trying to get through Prairie Centre, but they're going to come right up, takes a shot, hits the side of either the net or the tendy, gets pushed behind. Looking for somebody on the line. Evanson's going to pick it up, but we got to wait for clear. Touch just on the other side of the blue line. That's going to be an offsides. Horton finding it after the faceoff. Good pressure being kept from Kess. They pass it from side to side in their own zone. They do get a clear. Maroney tries to reach for it. Prairie Centre finds it neutral ice right along the red line, but Maroney knocks his guy off. Kess is going to find it, takes a shot, hits off a stick of Prairie Centre, goes off in the corner. Horton's going to try to get to it. Tries to get it over to Kess, but Prairie Centre gets a stick on it, intercepts it. They pass it up. Good protection by Ani. Gets a clear. Maroney's going to try pushing it up, but Prairie Centre intercepts that. They push it up. Evanson gets a stick on it. Horton's going to find it, trying to skate through it with the neutral zone, but runs into some traffic at Prairie Centre, and Prairie Centre forces a turnover. Prairie Centre trying to put a pass over, but hits Maroney. Neutral ice discussion. That will be an offsides. Prairie Centre number 8 trying to get a clear, as the puck was dumped in a little too early. 10:30 remaining with running time 1-7. Lightning down. Prairie Centre coming up, taking a walk, pad saved by Peterson, gets thrown over to the corner. Looking for a centering pass for Prairie Centre, unable to do so as Lightning gets a stick on it. Kilmer trying to get through his man. Butcher picks up in the neutral zone, throws it up. Butcher keeping some pressure, lost sight of it. Prairie Centre trying to clear it, but Carr picks it up. He's going to take a shot. Pad save, loose change out front. Daly's going to pick it up, throws one up. It's cleared away. A couple shots on goal for the Lightning. Trying to get a clear, hits off the pad of Butcher, and Daly's going to find it center neutral ice, but gets turned over. Prairie Centre dumps it in. Daly going to be the first to get to it. Good pressure from Prairie Centre. Carr's going to find along the corner. Good pressure from Prairie Centre. Kilmer's going to have to go pick it up. Pushes it up to Daly. Daly prevents it from going too far in for an icing. Prairie Centre finds it, throws it up to neutral ice. Prairie Centre coming in with it, being forced off into the corner. Good stick by Horton, knocks it into the corner. Trying to get a clear. They're going to throw one up, just goes wide. Horton trying to skate up with it. Prairie Centre getting a good stick on it. Evanson behind. Evanson says he's going to take it up. Good pressure coming in from Prairie Centre. He gets a shot off, just goes wide of the net. Trying to center it up. Maroney's going to pick it up. Pushes it back to Horton. Horton's taking a shot. Good shin pad, saves it from getting to the tendy from Prairie Centre. Another centering option just gets into the stick of Prairie Centre, and they're going to be able to skate with it out. A little pressure given by Horton. And Prairie Centre still finds it neutral ice. They're coming in with it. Gets past Evanson. Coming up, takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Still loose puck as Peterson tries to get a stick around it. A little too much sauce on that one. That's going to be looking like, nope, the icing waved off. Prairie Centre trying to get it up. Maroney gets a stick on it. And good clear by Prairie Centre. Dauber's going to have to find a way, gets it up. Kess trying to push it in, but good stick from Prairie Centre. Takes control. They're skating up with it. Ani keeping some pressure. Shot goes wide. Kess is going to find along the boards. Gets a clear. Stick on it from Prairie Centre, so no icing. Daly keeping some pressure. Pass over to the Prairie Centre. Carr trying to keep some pressure. Finds a way to keep it in, but they're already tagged up. Carr's trying to find a way. Gets through one, gets through two, takes a shot, and he will put the second one up. That will stop a clock now as we close the deficit 2-7. Running time only with a 6-point lead. We are in a deficit by 5 at this point. 7:04 is when Carr puts the second one up.
Goal! Northern Lakes Lightning scored by number 16, Brady Carr.
Face off won by Prairie Centre. They're going to take it back into their zone, pass it from side to side. Pass it up in the neutral zone, right along the blue line. They're going to elect to dump it in. Kilmer gets a stick on it. He gets it clear. Prairie Centre first to get to it. Cass is going to approach with some pressure. But again, Prairie Centre passing side to side up to the neutral zone. Prairie Centre taking their time. Kess comes in from behind, knocks him off. Tries to push her over to Evanson Cooper, 65, as he came off the bench. Prairie Centre takes control. They're going to dump it in. Horton getting first to it. Good pressure from Prairie Centre. Gets knocked loose. Kilmer picks it up. Trying to flip it up, but Prairie Centre there at the blue line keeps it in. Good stick battle by Kilmer. Knocks Prairie Centre from being able to get it off. Prairie Centre trying to get a centering option, but looks like Daly got a stick on it. He's skating out with it. Pressure being given by Prairie Centre. Backhand up. Still loose puck. I can't see it with the frosty glass. Comes back. Butcher's going to throw it up. Roller from Horton goes in. Takes a shot looking to try to hit the back. Post hit, but I think it's the back of the net. Prairie Centre finds it. Skating out with it. Skating through the neutral zone. It's got a breakaway opportunity. Takes a shot. Loose change out front. No Prairie Centre. They're able to pick it up. Trying to get it clear. Hits a skate off of Prairie Centre. Putting one up. Hits some traffic. And Hoag's going to get to it. Rings the boards. Butcher first to get to it. He's going to toss it, but that's going to be just a little too much, and that's going to be a Northern Lakes icing at 5:04 in the third period. Prairie Centre win that draw, throw it back. Good stick from, looked like Maroney. And Prairie Centre pushes it back to the blue line. Takes a shot, goes wide. Bender trying to get to it. Tying up his. Ani's going to throw a stick on it, trying to get it up to Maroney. Maroney's going to find it. Pushes it up for Kess. Kess trying to play catch up with it. He finds it. Getting some good battle from Prairie Centre. Prairie Centre finds their man. Top circles, they came in. They find it, skating out with it. They were going to push it up. No icing. Dauber's going to find it. Dauber throws it behind. Hits the blue line for Prairie Centre. They wind up, take a shot. Goes wide of the net. As Kess gave some pressure, Maroney picked it up, and they threw it neutral ice. Prairie Centre's going to pick it up. That's going to be an offsides on Prairie Centre far side. Wing was a little bit beyond the blue line before the puck. 4:03 remaining in the third period. Lightning down 2-7. Carr finding it around neutral ice, blows by a couple of Prairie Centre. He's got two in front of him, outmaneuvers one, Gets pushed off to the side. Trying to push it back to the line. Does do so. Gets hit Kilmer. Kilmer's going to try pushing it up. Stays in bounds, in play. Daly's going to find it. Push it over to Carr. Carr's going to try looking for a shot. Gets a pad saved by the Tendy. Prairie Centre trying to push it back, but gets intercepted by Daly. Daly's still keeping some pressure. Good pressure being kept from Prairie Centre. They're keeping traffic in front. Carr comes and finds it, picks it up, pushes it back to Kilmer. Good try. Oh, hopefully Prairie Centre's all right as he stepped in front of it. Blocked the shot from going up to the Tendy. Christensen gets a good stick on it, gets it cleared. Pushes it up to Daly. Pressure being given by Prairie Centre right along the line. Daly trying to outmaneuver him. He dumps it in. Again, a blind frosty corner. It looks like Horton's going to try doing it. Pushes out front for Host. Just gets past his stick. Christensen going to dump it back in from pass from Butcher. Good clear from Prairie Centre as Christensen's going to throw it out to the side. Host is going to get to it first. He tries pushing one up. Prairie Centre is going to knock it back and forth in the neutral zone. Christensen finds it. He's going to push it in just a little bit too beyond the red line, and that's going to be an icing on Northern Lakes Lightning. We're going to see a drop glove side of Peterson with Lightning find themselves in possession after that faceoff. Horton coming through. Good pressure being kept by Prairie Centre as they knock Horton off the puck, push him into the boards. Dauber finds it along the boards, backhands it up. Maroney's going to pick it up. Maroney throws one up, goes a little over the net. Butcher trying to find it. Knocks it away from Prairie Centre, but Prairie Centre is still going to use the boards and ring it back. Gets back to Evanson, but he's going to have a battle along the boards with Prairie Centre. And offsides. Pretty clean game played today with only one penalty being called on the Northern Lakes Lightning as a minute 35 remains on the game board. Daly battling it out. He's got Kess sitting out front too. He's going to try throwing it up. Hits off a stick of Prairie Centre. They break up that pass. Gets thrown to the side. Kilmer's going to wind up, takes a shot. Hits off, I think, a Prairie Centre player. They're going to try clearing it. Ani's going to try stepping up to keep it in, but just bounces off his stick, turns over to Prairie Centre. Carr's in the back. He picks it up neutral ice. Carr walking in with it. Got a couple Prairie Centers right on him. Prairie Centre knocks that off. Just gets past Ani. Ani's going to have to retreat back. Pass it over to Kilmer. Kilmer pushes it up along the boards. Prairie Centre's going to try finding it. Kilmer finds it again. Gets it over to Carr. Carr's got one in front of him, two of them hot on his heels. He's going to wind up, takes a shot, just goes wide. Kess finds it along the boards, gives it to Kilmer. Kilmer takes a shot. Good stick save by one of the Prairie Centre's defensive men before it could hit the net. Neutral ice discussion back and forth as we're winding down from the last 30 seconds. Kess is going to find it. He pushes up the Carr. Carr's going to push it back over to Kess. Kess has Daly out front, trying to push it up. Unable to hit that mark. Daly's going to pick it up though. Trying to outmaneuver Prairie Centre. Battles with the sticks, and Prairie Centre gets a clear. Hogue properly waiting. 4 seconds remaining. Maroney trying to maneuver. Takes a shot, and at the buzzer, saved, and that's going to be the end of the game. As they're announcing, score is going to be Lightning 2, Prairie Centre 7. Shots on goal, 25 for Prairie Centre, 8 for the Northern Lakes Lightning. And that's going to end this afternoon's game. Lightning are going to be taking a travel up north on the way home to Wadena. We're going to face off against Wadena Yellow. We should be live right around 5:30 on that game. Again, hopefully be live. If memory serves me correct, they might have a little bit poor of cell reception and Wi-Fi, so hopefully we'll go live, but tune in and make sure we are able to get that. All right, as always, thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you this evening at 5:30.